Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So today we're going to be going over some of the Hytales, NPCs, and other creatures that they have in the game. These are some of the blogs that are shown on their website, so you guys can take a look at them too. Okay, so first what we got is our NPCs. Here is our first look at trailer. It's giving you a glimpse of some of the hostile and friendly creatures that you'll encounter in Hytale's adventure mode. But in this article, we're going to dive a bit deeper. Below, you'll find information on the number of creature types, and we're going to use each one to explore a different aspect of how Hytale's NPC system works. So, Quebec, a society to discover. It's some pretty cool concept art right there. That's pretty cool. In Hytale, NPC factions form societies with their own culture, habits, block set, and role to play in the story. First, let's get to know some of Hytale's friendlier inhabitants, Quebec's, who will become some of your earliest allies. Let's take a look at an example of Quebec's home. The screenshot below shows several aspects of the Quebec block set, as well as the various stages of the Quebec life cycle, from sprouting seedlings to autumnal elders. Dang, I can't pronounce that. But look at them. Oh, they're so cute. So this is how they start out. It seems like then they go to this to kind of like child to adult, then to like an elder. But that's pretty cool. So their home kind of reminds me of like a hobbit home, like inside wood slash tree under the ground. That's pretty cool. I think it looks really nice. This life cycle is an important part of the story of Quebec. As they age, they grow slower and slower until they stop moving completely, release a burst of energy, and become much more like the trees they resemble. So I'm guessing they are trees. They're the trees that are around us. That's pretty cool. When an elderly Quebec adopts this new form, their seeds fall on the ground and form a basis of the next generation. Young Quebecs never get to meet their parents. Instead, they learn about their history from tree singers. These are elders who tend to these young seedlings as they take their first steps into the world. This is just a story that you'll read about. It's an important part of how Quebecs operate. It's kind of sad that you never meet their parents, and it's just they grow up without knowing. But I guess they meet the family all around. That's kind of cool if you think about it. But it's kind of sad that if you think that you're cutting down trees, you're kind of and you're getting rid of the Quebec's. I guess they're elders, right? That's kind of sad. I got an ad right there. Torx trucks, multifaceted foes. So as you can see, there's several different types: sentry, warrior, hunter, wolf pit with the hunter, shaman, and a chieftain. A shaman, that looks pretty cool. Torx, I can't pronounce it. Make for formidable enemies and come in many shapes and sizes. Hytals NPCs are modular, and this means that you can create lots of variations in some in the same basic creature. In the concept art above, you can see several different Torque classes from eagle-eyed sentries to powerful chieftains. Each of these Torque types has a different pattern or behavior, and this is reflected by the way they look and act in the game. Okay, I see. Kind of, I'm guessing that's kind of the leader, and everybody else just follows under him. Yeah, that's awesome. When you rush into battle against a band of trucks, you'll want to pay attention to all the different types you're facing. We're using trucks as an example here, but lots of Hytale's NPC factions work this way. There are lots of different subtypes to discover, and within the game scripting, the Hytale model maker, you will be able to create and customize your own NPC variations. So I can create some of these guys, but maybe even bigger and make them look more menacing, like animals, interactive habitats of the wild. Animals are one of the key ways that we're creating a sense of interactivity of the world of Hytale. You'll have lots of opportunities to hunt, domesticate, and raise animals yourself, but we're working on a system that allows animals to interact with each other in interesting ways too. Those look like saber-tooth tigers, not gonna lie. Okay, there's more. Oh, okay, yeah, yeah. So this is, I think, this is where they're talking about how they just interact with each other. These saber-toothed tigers hunt in packs, prowling through the undergrowth to get a drop on prey animals. Understanding the behavior is very important if you want to hunt them yourself or just stay out of the way. Yeah, so they do go and hunt other animals to eat. Okay, so here's some chickens and some little chicks. Whether wild or domestic, we've tried to ensure the animals behave intuitively. Little chicks will follow mother hen, for example. The grown chickens will jealously guard their eggs, expect you to get pecked if you steal one from the egg that isn't too familiar with you, if you create a safe environment for your chickens, a coop, for example, then you're more likely to be able to gather eggs without a fuss. That's kind of cool. What you can add, they literally added the whole system of like chickens being jealous, and if you don't like, let's say, have them tamed or in a certain place, you can't really take away their eggs without them hating you. That's kind of cool. There are lots of interactions of this world for you to discover and explore, and each of them we hope makes the world a little bit more alive. That would definitely make it more alive, not gonna lie. Monsters, a tough challenge awaits. Alongside the wild roster of characters and creatures to discover in Hytale's open sandbox, we're also implementing a set of hand-designed boss encounters and combat challenges. These work slightly different to creatures you'll encounter elsewhere. Each is a design of a specific environment and takes planning to defeat. Boss encounters are intended to add depth to the game, whether you're playing solo or taking them on with a group or friends. It usually won't be enough to simply show up with strong armor and weapon that does lots of damage. You're going to have to learn how each monster operates in order to overcome them. So I guess Dark Souls maybe is what I'm thinking, where it's like, yeah, you can show up with a sword and a shield and try to take them on, but unless you learn their patterns or kind of their weaknesses, then you're not going to get by. I think that definitely adds a way better system than to how Minecraft is, where you just kind of hit the boss and just keep hitting it until it dies. Or other mobs like that. That definitely makes a lot of sense. We want these encounters to be a surprise, so we're going to avoid spoiling too much of them before you get the chance to play them for yourself. Needless to say, there are worse things than giant spiders lurking in the Hytale's deepest depths. Oh, I hope so. I mean, look at this guy. This guy looks like he'll just burn you alive. That's not all. We're going to be providing much more info of Hytale's NPC in the future. For now, we'll leave you with a glimpse of some of the other critters that you'll encounter on your journey. So here's cat. Behold the cat. Regard this pigeon. Observe one snake. Seek to emulate the relaxed enthusiasm being demonstrated by this young Quebec. See, so with all this shown on here, we're going to be able to, like, I guess, with modders and other people who really want to interact with this game, they'll be able to create all these different types of mobs and stuff and create their own, maybe make their own like little system of I guess I would say tribes and stuff like that. That seems pretty cool that we'd be able to do stuff like that. And hopefully maybe just it'd be simple enough that just regular people can create stuff like that. Think that's pretty cool. It would definitely add a lot more replayability to this game, or even just extend the like for doing a regular world. You'd definitely go way farther out and exploring much more in just a single playthrough. That definitely adds a lot more. Okay, well, thank you guys for watching. Remember to leave a like in the video if you really liked it, and subscribe if you want to see more content. And as always, I'll see you guys next time.